Well, Gregor, why are you so sad? Because all your friends are dead? Hey, welcome back to more Limbus Company. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we did, we exploded a little bit, as one does. And this time we will be, oh, I forgot to do the module. I'll do that later. But we will be continuing on with Canto 4. However, there is a, two new banners. First for Encorp Ego Fell Bullets, and then for the La Mancha Land Blood Fiends. We'll do one of each. Why not? I think that might be an Ego. If I recognize the coloring, which I might not. Ooh, Zwei Ishmael. Okay, this is a very good idea. We'll get into that in a moment, but we are going to also do one La Mancha Land banner. The Ryoshu. Alright. New Mirror Dungeon Campus, a lot of UI stuff has changed. Liu Ryoshu is a burn identity. It's not that good. Yeah. It's not only a 2-star, but it's an early game 2-star. Then we get Zwei Ishmael. Its main gimmick is, hold up, defensive stance. Defensive stance is, it makes whoever it is immune to stagger, as long as it's there. It gives you, you can clash with whoever, whenever. Unbreakable coin, and then the skill 3 does even more damage if you have that. I might be able to just like straight up afford to... Nope, never mind. I do not have enough Ishmael shards. I believe it's 50. So maybe later we'll get that. But we still have Hierarch Ishmael, which still fits in with all that. Alright, that's not too bad. But we'll just continue on with our stuff as we do. Oh, I should probably uptie 3 our other IDs. I'll do that after this. I sure wonder what... Oh, it's been a while since I've had that. I sure wonder if something bad will happen in the chapter titled Traitor. Surely nothing bad will happen. Shren, we've got shrapnel wounds. Are you sure you don't want to use an ampule? I'm fine. That Shren fella. She's looking kind of blank-faced. You okay? Blank-faced. Of course, how she could be so carefree. This makes it evident. Terrorists have long since made their leave. All except for bloodthirsty murderers hellbound on killing us. Then my judgment. What do you think? Otis nudged her head and herself. I agree with it. What are you two talking about? There's a traitor in our ranks. No doubt remains more. Thanks to the spy, that of course implies relief from the moment we depart. To prevent further damages, it is right to dispose of them here and now. Traitor. I blankly watched as he brought up the concept forward to me. As unlikely to be one of us, the rational course of action to suspect your institute's lackeys. This mission must be abandoned. Executive manager to allow ourselves to be involved in this nonsense. I am repulsed by your accusations. Are you seriously suspecting us? I can assure you that we trust each other better than you people having been in the same firm for a year. Save your argued flesh is like fiercely bouncing off his glass. No, Sancho. Their hypothesis sounds plausible. I would have said the same. You have something to say, don't you? Mr. Dongrang. A group of fixers hasn't used regeneration chambers as a civil tie since they came in here. They sank combatant and killed the half of us. There's one more thing. When it comes to round, they were distancing themselves from her in advance. Explanations that they knew there would be an explosion. Why bother? Why not consider the possibility that my intuition is just that keen? What if we weren't using the Emperors because those bodies and I are built healthy? I brought a truth probably just in case. I believe you testified the same after taking it. Truth teller, that's a red thing. How can I take that suspicious looking drug? Do you have a choice here? Strange, if I were you, I would take the tablet or make more desperate excuses. You're so gladly squandering your chance to clear your name of suspicion. It's almost like you're asking to be killed. Why did you decide to kill us all and get away with it? I thought the researcher's job was writing papers, and you're out here writing fictions, you deranged maniac. Nico raised his weapon and pointed at us. You want to treat yourself now that you're cornered, huh? I even told you my secrets of winning at the slot machines, and this is how you return the favor? Oh my god, what? The road spinners were traitors? I never would have guessed. This is a very... The road spinners are really weird. And not really through any fault of their own. But... why are there 3 road spanner identities? Like... of all groups to have multiple identities, it's the row spanners. Like, this is a bit of a spoiler, but like after we killed Nico, this is the last we see of the row spanners ever. So why do they have 3 IDs? Oh, okay, well, yeah, when we killed Nico. I don't know if we do that this episode, because I just saw one guy run away. But why, though? I just realized I was going to up to 3. I'll do that at the end of the episode, I guess. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Sorry, this is the bonk. I will say, Nico is very annoying in Mirror Dungeon. Mirror Dungeon solo, I should mostly specify. I don't know if he has the move right now, but... yes, this will be wobbly. Inflict paralysis by tremor on headset, which I believe... okay, it's just for the 3rd coin. But, I'll say, being able to get up to 99 paralysis is pretty irritating, but again, it is such a niche situation that it doesn't really matter. Okay, so he does run away. Did we fight him again? I legitimately do not remember. The row spanners are so inconsequential. They are fucking pointless. Do we have to just fight them again or something? Or I don't fucking know, man. A lot of stuff in this canto blends together. Give me a second. I think we need to call a timeout. Might be the sardine I ate this morning. My stomach is aching. Boss! No such thing. Sink is up next. Shred! She what? Shred told something! While we're in here, don't ever use regeneration items, no matter what! Saying that aloud is breaching the contract, you dolt. That's so. Shred told you that, why? I don't know, she said we'll see you in due time! Oh, well, that's the simplest way to find out, don't we? After fitting with the regeneration ampule in his hand, Dominic made a sudden move. Luigi had the ampule to then guard the fixture's body like a dagger. The fixture tried to remove the ampule, but the contents already entered the system. Why do you look so surprised, boss? What happens if the ampule is ejected? This is weird. The fixture's limb began to twist in strange angles. Then something started protruding through the flesh. Collapsed on the floor, the fixture tried to yell something but failed to make any sound. Excuse me, is this awfully familiar? Please, I don't think anyone remembers that bug dead, do you, Greg, babe? Resembling larvas or snails. Oh dear. Let's stop here. I dragged too many people into this. Well, it was my decision to take the deal for the money. Dearie me, should have gone on a bigger spree yesterday if I knew it would come to this. Do you just like fight him twice in a row or something? Probably. Again, this... Canto 4, the biggest problem with it, like, I do think that this is where the story really starts picking up. Later on, of course. The dungeon is very good, I'll just say that right now. And a lot of stuff even before then. Like, halfway through and beyond. But... this canto sucks gameplay-wise, because it is a lot of filler fights that aren't difficult. And just, like, they don't even take that long individually, but the fact that, like, you have to do a lot of them, and they Like, you fight a lot, it's a lot of filler fights. And I mean a lot. Like, later Kantos would, in a situation like this, they'd probably combine the past two cutscenes into one, and after the cutscene in the next one, combine all those into one, and then have a single fight afterwards. Which, it would be a bigger fight, but that I think is a lot better than the constant hopping in and out. Especially for an energy system, a game with an energy system. But, I mean, whatever, I'll take the 40 free lunacy for each one of these I take on, especially since I just spent 2,600. Whatever. Again, it's a pointless fight that, like, again, we don't need to fight the Rose Banners in 4 different fights. Whatever. This is really, like, kind of emblematic of the problem with Kanto 4. Traitor 5. Like, I guess the fucking Rose Spanners, who are not important in the slightest. Whatever. See, like, they don't really fit our team archetypes, but also they're cool. So, like, clack, clack. You there, third from the right. Yes, the one who just wiped the windowsill. Yes, ma'am! Look at where the frames meet. Mold residue. Remember, no second chances. Apologies, ma'am! Clack, clack again. You there. Yes, the new hire from 23 days ago. You don't see what's wrong with your brooch? I suppose it'll look proper once I sink. Is that what you want? Oh, we're right, ma'am! The child pays no mind to the fearful voices. He listened behind the sound of her low-heeled boots clacking against the wooden flooring. It's less than a day to go until the woven hunt begins. Thus begins the morning of the chief butler. She was never too nice to her subordinates to begin with, but clearly she was much more on edge than usual. And that was clear in her attitude. Lady Ryoshu. What? Another child, one of her subordinates, walked up behind the chief butler. Her expression is grim. She's obviously gearing up to bring a rather serious subject. The other butlers are rather anxious. Think they're quite different from your usual self. At the upcoming, quite different from my usual self. Me? It's not so that you normally do a sloppy job of overseeing work, but much less lax than is usual as of late. BS. I never let such an imperfection slide. Certainly, but you usually often took it upon yourself to leave such imperfections because ordering someone else to do it for you was too bothersome. Jill was quite self-aware of her own behavior. In fact, the found attitude was a deliberate one. I'll keep my guard up. I won't lay you down once the hunt begins. I don't appreciate you trying to read me. The child decides as she leaves the hallway. Something didn't go according to plan. She's really trying to keep out on edge so that when the wolf would inevitably come to besiege the manor, they'd at least save their own skin. But her uncharacteristic actions were immediately obvious to those around her. Right. I suppose I'll stick to what I'm good at. Because I'm the best there is at housekeeping. A tenebrous night descends. The wolf, the target of this hunt, was much more powerful than anyone had anticipated. He emerged imposing his intimidating shape before the child and the rest of her subordinates. The child instinctively knew that no matter how much her subordinates mentally prepared themselves, there was no possible future in which they will survive this encounter. So if she had but one choice, there was never an alternative. All of you, get out of here. Lady Ryoshu is beyond all of you. You and your pathetic skills won't even leave a scratch on him. There's much work to be done back at the manor. You haven't started even learning duties, have you? Run along. Get to work. The child glared at the formidable wolf before her as she slowly drew her long knife. That was the discussion. She didn't have any more words to impart to her subordinates. She needed every strength she could conserve to even have a chance of defeating this foe. R.U.D. Indeed. I'm making a rather unfortunate destructive entrance. The child's voice was as low and collected as it always was. Back when I raised you like your nanny. I'll imagine this is where we'd end up. But there's an odd shudder at the tip of the dagger that she held. A little fear, perhaps regret. It says you now have much you must protect, Ryoshu. Well, eyes always bring nothing but ruination. I want to see what I must maul and destroy. The child fell silent. She wondered for a moment if things could have been different. She had done something differently then. But they both very well knew that there was no point in such contemplations. At this point of no return, when nothing could possibly change, there was only one option left for the child. Just taking care of an unfinished housekeeping chore. To hunt the wolf that bears his teeth at the one who raised him. It's actually a good thing that we got Wild Hunt before Butler Ryoshu, because I don't have to do any sort of explanation like that. It's just Wild Hunt. And then Fire Fist. Fire Fist is such a weird idea as well. Like, kind of similar vibes to Rose Banner. Fire Fist is a very minor character. Be a long time until we see them, but still. Oh, the Fire Fist office. I recognize their outfits. They're from our office. Man, who'd be fine after even all that? That's Big Sis. Who never gave me a call? La Manchaland. Hey, wake up! In what world's that your office outfit? What are you talking about? Look, her outfit. It's ours. It's from our Fire Fist office. Oh, dream free here. We hope. What's gone into you, man? Get away from that blood bag. You're gonna get yourself killed. Let go. There she is, my Big Sis. She's right there. You stay away from here. You good? You zoned out for a sec there. I'm good. Just felt faint for a moment. Anyways. So they're not open today either, huh? I've been waiting for so long for them to open. And it still remains closed. Nope. They locked themselves up complete with the non-stop raining and all that. Yeah. The reason was that simple. It's the constant rain. But I don't have anywhere to go back to, even if that were the case. There's the Fire Fist office. But all that's left waiting for me, there's a tiny room with barely any space for furniture, let alone people, and piles of late rent notices. I'd like to go in there. Okay, you just stay away from the command tent. Going to recover your friend's things? No, but... Actually, yeah, I better do that. The empty lot was vast, but it wasn't hard to see where the entrance was. Unlike blood, oil that leaked out of the ruptured fuel tank doesn't get washed away so easily in the rain. I followed the glistening, oily rainbow to find a broken fuel tank and abandoned gas mask. A fortnight ago. Big Sis gathered everyone in the office and opened the window wide in front of them. Alright boys, listen up. Look out the window. Through this window we saw the skyscrapers of P Corp shining their pale, hazy lights. We take care of this contract, we'll nab the contribution fee, and we'll literally and figuratively move up into the world of a high-rise office like the ones over there. Once we get paid, the first order of business will be to move, and we'll change our gears to something with better fuel efficiency. Big Sis, sorry to say, but well, it sounds like you're just chasing the pipe dream. A third office like ours won't even be able to lay a finger on that contribution fee. We'd be lucky if we don't end up becoming meat shields for others, you know? Damn it, it's not that kind of contract! We even have to kill a single blood feed or whatever they're called. Right, he told us all we have to do is survive, we're collecting enough intel to make a 15-minute testimony. I don't know, fellas, something seems real off what I told you. Listen, this open contract's been posted by none other than a wing. Plenty of fancy association pics will be there too, so it's legit. All you gotta do is not die, am I right? Oh, another thing, why don't we go pick up some of those missing persons flyers from the station? Just think about how much we can make by saving just one of them, huh? Everything about this was questionable. The La Mancha land's an urban nightmare. Why did they even approve some third office like ours to take part? Saw some prestigious officers in P Corp territory were participating in the eradication efforts too, so how come they still need more people? But when I saw her eyes twinkled with hope, I could not bring myself to voice those suspicions. We're not staying in this hole forever. We gotta move up in the world, move up from taking these low-rate contracts, right? I also wanted to get out of this hole. I didn't want to rain on their parade around the hope that I was spreading like wildfire among us. Everyone wanted to move from the life of living like insects in this half-basement office, away from the cold, clammy walls, away from the rooms I never saw even a ray of sunlight. So that smallest speck of optimism found at the bottom of the barrel. We took on the contract as a weak-willed escape from our present lots in life. I told you already, they don't open on rainy days. You already collected your friends' things earlier, so... Day after day, I found myself returning to the empty lot. I had no way of knowing whether it was habit, guilt, or obsession that guided my feet here. I know. I gotta go back, I just don't know where to. I could hear the reverberations of the sawing, the heavy rain, the downpour that swallowed away from the city's clamor. La Mancha Island devoured everything. Our dream, our hope for the future. I had nowhere else to return to. Why do you have to go this far? I shared everything I know the last time, so what are you doing back here? Well, that's what I go. At the cold clam room shelter halfway into the dirt, no one left to greet me. I used every little last bit of my own savings as well as it all were. First, I used to purchase as much food as I could, more than enough to last a month. And then with the remaining funds, I bought every scrap of information I could find and didn't afford about Lamanchaland. Let's see, it was the 6th expedition, I think. So when Blood Fiend Hunter explained to me just how important blood is to your kind. That's what we all live for. And man, what a relief it was to know that your kind actually cares about something so deeply. There's something you can burn right before your eyes.
No! Stop! Leave the blood! Please! Just a drop!
Flames burn everything. The structures, the body, that damned outfit they forced onto her. And the blood they so desired too. It melts, congeals, and in the end, nothing remains. Every time I give them a show, the blood fiends all react with an unpredictable manner. Then Al comes first, then we get angry, only reduced to a sobbing, begging mess at the end. Loud holler laughter. Got me of myself in the day, saw her get turned into a blood bag.
Please, I'll do anything. I can think more. Area 2! I can tell you how to get through Area 2!
It's actually pretty intriguing. Why don't you lead with that? I flick up the ignition, switch it, and listen as the blood fiend begins to explain. Tell me what I'll find in Area 2 where blood fiends are hiding, what their overseer is like. Last time, I left as soon as I got the necessary intel because there was cutting it close to the park closing hours. Perhaps that's why there was a slight look of hope and anticipation in the blood fiend's eyes after sharing the deluge of information. But I won't go any further than this. Sure, that intel will fetch me a fair price. I think they ever mentioned those details in the briefing.
Then please, ah!
I hosed the blood fiend down with a burst of flame as it tried to stumble to its feet. It writhed on the floor, screaming, staring at me in terrified confusion. Did you hear something I learned about revenge? I'm not doing it to get better. I just want you to hurt like hell. Flames died down only after its scattered, agonizing screech into the wind. Closing hours must be getting close. One by one, the other fixtures turn around to leave Lamanchaland. I quietly follow them outside. I've burned so much, but there's plenty of kindling left in this amusement park. It'll take more than one visit to reduce them all to ashes. I'll keep coming back for more. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the very next day. Pack more fuel next time. That wretched dressing room, that phony confession, that ridiculous procession. I'm gonna burn it all down. I have to. I love the Fire Fist story still, the Fire Fist Gregor story. It's like, it's a very simple story, all things considered, but still very good. Oh, it is, you know, it's someone who is fucking pissed at everything about the world. And again, like, understandably so, from what we gather, and yeah. Anyways, that'll do it for this time. Next time, we will continue on. I'll do, lunacy spending. We'll continue on with more Canto 4. But until then, see you guys later.